Good evening and welcome. You're watching the News Hour Agenda. I am Padmaja Joshi. Today there were dramatic and frankly quite scary scenes on the streets of West Bengal. This after the BJP decided to march to the state secretariat, better known as Nabanna. The state government had announced yesterday itself that this march has no permission. They quoted the current pandemic and the National Disaster Act as reason to deny permission. Ironically though, just 5 days ago on Saturday, during this pandemic itself, Mamata Banerjee had led a huge march in this same city to protest against the Hathras rape. So today, the BJP decided, permission or not, they will carry on these marches from 4 different corners of the city towards Nabanna, irrespective of prohibitory orders in place. Eventually, the situation spiraled out of control, barricades were broken, stones were pelted, and the police then retaliated with a lathi charge, water cannon, and even rubber bullets. The result? The BJP and the state government are now eyeball to eyeball. The BJP is calling it a dictatorship where the opposition is ruthlessly curbed.
कि ये ममता जी का तानाशाहीपूर्ण रवैया है। हम प्रजातांत्रिक तरीके से आंदोलन कर रहे हैं। इन्होंने इस आंदोलन को हिंसा में परिवर्तित करने की कोशिश की। पुलिस के साथ गुंडों ने हम पे पथराव किया, हमारे कार्यकर्ताओं के साथ लाठीचार्ज किया, महिलाओं के साथ दुर्व्यवहार किया और कुल मिलाकर एक शांतिपूर्ण जुलूस को हिंसात्मक जुलूस में बदलने की कोशिश की। हम ममता जी के इस तानाशाहीपूर्ण रवैये का विरोध करते हैं और इसीलिए हम शांतिपूर्ण तरीके से यहाँ पर धरने पर बैठे हैं।
কিছু প্ররোচনা ছিল, হিংসাত্মক ঘটনার প্রমাণ পাওয়া গিয়েছে, আগ্নেয়াস্ত্র উদ্ধার হয়েছে, পুলিশের উপর আক্রমণ হয়েছে, বেশ কিছু পুলিশকর্মী আহত হয়েছেন। তথাপি ধৈর্যের সঙ্গে পরিস্থিতি মোকাবিলা করা হয়েছে।
You heard the serious allegations by the state government, the chief secretary saying that it was the BJP trying to incite violence. The example of a man who was caught at one of these rallies allegedly carrying a loaded weapon. There were also charges that everything was peaceful until the BJP's provocations started. The party was spoiling for a fight. But the people of West Bengal and the country who are looking at these scenes today will simply be asking, has the Mamata government resorted to the same oppressive strategies that they have accused the earlier left of? Or did the BJP provoke and incite this violence that singed Kolkata? Who is behind the horrible scenes that unfolded today?
Watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
So who's responsible for the violence that took place on the streets of West Bengal today? Joining us now on the debate, we have Tejasvi Surya, National President of the Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha, somebody who himself was a part of the protest today. Also with us, our political analyst, Professor Manijit Mandal and Tausifur Rahman. I want to start by asking you, Tejasvi Surya, is this the blowing of the poll bugle of the BJP in West Bengal, the violent scenes that we saw?
Padmaja, the violence is perpetrated by the police of West Bengal who have been in cahoots with the TMC goons. So please don't say BJP and violence in the same sentence. That's my request to you. Today, the people of West Bengal, and I say people of West Bengal because the crowd today was not merely consisting of BJP workers. It was Jan Andolan in the true sense of the word. Today, people of West Bengal came on the streets because they are desperate for change. They are frustrated and angry with this government. They are going to punish Mamata Banerjee. This is the most corrupt government in the country. This government has no respect for rule of law.
If this was a peaceful protest, then how did it get so violent? How were there stone pelting? Why was there arson? Why were tires being burnt?
Oh, because the police, why have you not put the video of which I have tweeted earlier, where the police are seen hurling crude bombs, country bombs from standing on terraces? Padmadaji's questions that you are asking me must ideally be answered by the DGP of Kolkata Police, by the Chief Minister of Kolkata, West Bengal, and the TMC spokespersons.
Okay, so you're saying that you resorted to arson and stone pelting because there was action by the police. In fact, I was about to come to that. Let me now play out that video that Tejasvi Surya is referring to. And Professor Manojit Mandal and Tawseefur Rahman, I want both of you.
No stone pelting. One second, Padmaja. There was no arson, no rioting, no stone pelting from our side. You know, the TMC goons were assembled in houses. They were atop standing on terraces. They were the ones who started pelting stones.
Okay, that's what you're saying. Let us play out that video. Let the people judge for themselves.
It was like a war-torn zone.
Let's play out that video. Let people judge for themselves. Just a second.
You know,
let's listen into this. Professor Manojit Mandal and Tawseefur Rahman, I want both of you to watch this and listen to this. Let's play that video.
पुलिस बम के गोले छोड़ते हुए, जैसा कि आप देख सकते हैं, पुलिस यहाँ पे बम के गोले छोड़ रही है जबरदस्ती। ये अत्याचार हो रहा है पुलिस का। ये देखिए, एक और बम छोड़ते हैं पुलिस।
Manojit Mandal, what is happening? Because this looks very, very suspicious, and you've got Tejasvi Surya saying this was crude bombs being hurled by the police at the BJP.
Padmaja, it's not an irony that on a day when one of the brightest journalists 2 decades ago were caught napping for rigging TRP, similarly, this is the result of right-wing indoctrination. How the young people from BJP, otherwise talented, how they are known to spread lies and, defamatory things about anything for that matter. We are really sorry. I mean, everything is caught.
What is the police doing? Explain the video. What is the police throwing?
That's what I'm explaining. Everything is caught on camera. For the last 7 days, one of their MPs, I don't need to introduce the man, Mr. Arjun Singh. Everybody knows what kind of credibility he carries. He clearly stated that we are going to go for a war, guerrilla type war. We are going to storm into Nabanno, the secretariat. Everything is caught on camera. When these kind of statements are made, not just on the
street. Sir, you still haven't answered my question. What is the police throwing? What is the police throwing? Because they throw something and then there is a boom sound.
They were on the receiving end. The police were on the receiving end. They showed exemplary, restraint.
Sir, what is the police throwing? Can you answer the question?
They were not the police. They were BJP goons in the dresses of police.
Sir, these are people who are in uniform and they can be seen throwing something and then there is a boom sound.
Stand on the roof. The police don't stand on the terrace of a particular building. What are you talking about?
Tejasvi Surya, this is not the police. This is not the police. Professor Manojit Mandal says this is not the police at all.
At the crowd to provoke, the way people provoke on the...
Well, what else will he say? What else will he say? What else can we expect from a party that lies? What else can we expect from a double-tongued, whimsical, lunatic leader? Padmaja, the writing on the wall is clear. Ugly Sarkar, Bhajpa Sarkar. Mamta ji realizes that the ground beneath her is slipping and slipping fast. Her insecurity is leading her to do these things. Let them hurl more petrol bombs. Let the police of Kolkata resort to more lathi charges. Let them try doing whatever they want. Our spirit will not be broken.
Okay.
We will come back stronger.
Okay.
Today already we have won round 1.
From saying that they're hurling petrol bombs, here is the MP saying it, Tawseefur Rahman. You had the governor today. The governor of the state is saying that the policemen are behaving like political agents of the TMC. And I still don't have an explanation for what the police was throwing. What was happening there? And you've got, although I have to say this, that it's the BJP which has put out that video. You've got a BJP worker who can be heard in that particular video, Prithvish Dasgupta, and he's saying that he himself saw the police lobbing these explosive-like things at the street below. Tausifur Rahman, what was this?
Padmaja, first of all, I couldn't understand what Tejas said, what you were asking me, and what the other panelists, I don't understand. But I want to tell you something, that the people of West Bengal wanted to see this, what actually kind of protest the BJP and the cadres and Tejasvi from Bangalore, all the way from Bangalore, he came and what he wanted to do. I can tell you one point, while they were walking to Nabanna, while they were reaching Nabanna, there was no hassle, nothing happened with them. While there was the problem that wanted to gherao Nabanna. Now the problem is why they wanted to block Dankuni, Mednipur, Kharagpur, Khidirpur, why they wanted to create chaos. And protest is everyone's democratic right. You can protest anywhere you want. But that doesn't mean, I want to congratulate Tejas, that doesn't mean, Tejas, if you want to protest, you can't carry guns and arms. You can't carry stones. You can't carry so much
So you're
blood in
saying
your
that
heart
they were carrying
and with
guns and
toxic
arms, but you
mentality.
still haven't explained what was happening on that roof.
And
What was the police doing? So the BJP came armed. BJP came armed, Tejasvi Surya. And one man, in fact, has also been apprehended by the police, and they say very clearly the BJP supporter, who, by the way, was in your rally, Tejasvi Surya, came with a loaded revolver. That's what the police says. The rally that you were a part of.
Okay, Padmaja, my request to you is, please kindly excuse me. I really have to go. We were 4 MPs today. More than 10 crude bombs, country-made bombs were thrown at us. We are now going to protest in front of a police station and request them to file an FIR so that the people who did this can be identified and arrested. Let there be rule of law. If there was somebody who had carried a pistol, which we all suspect was planted, let there be an investigation into that. Just like that person has been arrested and like there has been FIR made in this case, our demand is that there must be FIR made into this case also. This is a clear case of attempt to murder of 4 members of parliament. So kindly, Padmaja, let me
excuse
myself
that
from the show.
this was an attempt by the government of West Bengal to attack members of parliament of the BJP with the police's help. Because the chief secretary says what the image that you just saw, Tejasvi Surya, was of smoke bombs. Because there was violence, because there was arson, the police was engaging in smoke bombs.
Guns, arms, and knives. And I've seen those
Padmaja, I'll kindly excuse myself. Thank you so much.
Tejasvi, the chief secretary is on record to say, because you've made 2 very serious charges. You said a chemical was sprayed on you, blue chemical. That the chief secretary says is an international norm, and this was just some colored water to identify the arsonists. And the second, about this video, they say these were smoke bombs, which the police has and is allowed to use.
Let there be an investigation is why we are going and asking the police to file an FIR now. So we will see what comes out of it. Thank you so much. I hope that every conscientious Indian who respects constitution, democracy, rule of law will raise their voice against it. Thank you so much, Padmaja, for giving us this opportunity to talk. Thank you.
Bonachit Mandal, Professor Mandal.
Call a chief minister a relative.
You can dance standing in front of how
You are very young and emerging leader. You don't use this kind of language on television studio. You don't call a chief minister a lunatic. Do you?
Okay. Let me just ask you this. Let me ask you this, Professor Mandal, because you yourself are an academician and and a professor. Mamata Banerjee is somebody who has become a chief minister on the back of protracted struggle. I want to remind you, 21st of July 1993, which is still celebrated as Shaheed Divas by Mamata Banerjee, and that was the time when the police had opened fire because the police said we were pelted with stones. And today when a similar, and that protest was led by Mamata Banerjee, and today when a similar political protest takes place, why do you have this kind of an action?
I mean, how do you compare these 2 events?
Because it's a political march versus a political march.
13 people
Shaheed Divas was also a political march. And what happened today was also a political march.
How are you comparing these 2 incidents? I mean, I'm amazed, Padmaja. You can't compare these two. That is.
You don't think there is any comparison between a march led by Mamta Banerjee and a march that is being... That time Mamta Banerjee was in the opposition. Today the BJP is in opposition. When you carried out a march against the left, it was hailed as Shaheed Divas. But today when your political opponents carry out a march and you are in government, is that not supposed to be allowed in a democracy? Tawseefur Rahman, just a second. Let Professor Mondal answer that. The simple analogy is when Mamta Banerjee was in opposition, she decided to break prohibitory orders and lead a march, and till date, that day is celebrated by her as Shaheed Divas. Today, when she is in government and the opposition carries out a march, why is there no permission?
Yes,
Professor
let me answer. Disobeying or, violating prohibitory order is part of a protest. It's a democratic protest. We learned it from Mahatma Gandhi. No, everyone knows it. But in today's context, it is not just 144. There is a Disaster Management Act in place. Now the Prime Minister...
Was the Disaster Management Act not in place on Saturday? Was the Disaster Management Act not in place on Saturday? I just want to show you visuals of the march that was led by Ms. Banerjee on this Saturday gone by in the middle of a COVID pandemic.
You are not allowing me to answer. What is the point in carrying this kind of debate? Let me answer.
Go on, yes.
The point is, you cannot compare violating 144 with violating NDMA Act. Forget about even the act. Their Prime Minister,
and the police is becoming puppet. I don't understand. Tejasvi is blind. Can't Tejasvi see what happening to the...
Okay, so you are talking about the Disaster Management Act. Let me simply then put forward the same visuals. Sir, you cannot have selective interpretation of democracy when you're in the opposition and when you're in government. So when you talk about the NDMA Act being violated, Tawseefur Rahman, and this is my last question, I'll leave you with this. I would just jog your memory a little bit and take you back to just this Saturday, 5 days ago, not too long ago, when your Chief Minister was walking the streets with her supporters like this, hundreds of them, to protest against Hathras. What happened to the NDMA Act at that time? On Saturday, had all the COVID cases been solved? On Saturday, had the pandemic left our country? On Saturday, had the NDMA Act ceased to exist? Then why the double standards? Tawseefur Rahman.
This kind of violent mob.
You, Padmaja, you have all the rights to answer me when I'm talking about pandemic atmosphere. But trust me, when we had this rally for Farm Bill and for Hathras rape case, you tell me where was the ruckus, where was the havoc happened, and who got troubled? We wanted to maintain the traffic rule as well. No one was disturbed. And trust me, Tejasvi and the fellow cadres of BJP, they had all the rights to go and Gherao na banna, writers, Howrah Bridge, Maidan or whatsoever. But look at what they have done. They have troubled Khidirpur, they have troubled Howrah Bridge.
But if they had all the rights, then why were they allowed? If they have all the rights, then why were they stopped?
Please vote. No one stopped them, yeah? No one stopped them. Tell me one person who
okay,
told them that
first of all, there are actual images of the barricading that was done and they were stopped. Which is when the entire fracas started. When they were not allowed to move beyond the point by the police.
You want to act like a keta or you want to act like a monkey. You want to protest like a human being. You want to tear your clothes, do that. Everyone has seen that. West Bengal has seen you're tearing your clothes all your own.
Okay, I don't know what your definition of protest is, but if you say that protests like these are behaving like a monkey, I have just one word for you, and that word is Shingur. So, people, a party that has carried out protests of this nature and much more much more vigorous activism, for want of a better word. I don't know about your choice of words saying that people are behaving like monkeys. Professor Manojit Mandal, do you also think that this is behaving like monkeys?
No. We started no. Please, we don't subscribe to this kind of language, Padmaja. We don't subscribe to this kind of language. We don't call them monkeys. Neither do we call an elected chief minister a lunatic. By an elected member of parliament, I'm sorry to say this, we are not known for using these kind of languages. This is BJP, whether in the TV studio or on the street, including the Honorable MP who just left, during his rally in Howrah, whereby the people were found with guns and That is also the fact of the matter. You have to keep that also in mind. He delivered a very inflammatory speech before the rally.
Okay.
So I mean, these.
And if that has
very young,
happened, Professor
this is the
Mandal,
result of-
then there
result
should
of
be
my-
an FIR. There should be an FIR against the MP as well, whoever has delivered an inflammatory speech. But equally, there should also be an investigation about exactly what the police was doing. If there is any substance to charges that the police vandalized buses or that they were throwing crude bombs at a rally by a political opposition, then FIRs and action need to be taken there as well. On that note, thank you very much, all gentlemen, for having joined me on the News Hour Agenda.